Testing. Now it is. I'll put it right there. All right. I'll pause the desktop audio. And I'll go on Twitch. Yeah, I'm not going to show up over there. Sure, I'll save. Is it going to crash? No, it's fine. Alright. Okay, no one's here yet. That's cool. Why not? I'll start streaming since it's on Twitch. I'll do that. Let me set the thing up. Hmm. It says I am live now. That's cool. Let's set up the live. Keyframing issues. I don't care. Always 30 minutes late to do something important. Well, to be on my grind. I guess. IG. Okay. Okay. Move it a little bit. Well, let me draw this asset, this beak, a little bit more. Hmm. Okay, we're doing good. I guess what I'm doing right now, I'm just making a new cover. It's a very long process because I'm not a quick artist. Wish I was a little bit faster, but like every cover I'm making, I want to have everything. Wait, I don't let me turn this up. I want to make everything a little bit more cohesive in the sense of I want everything to look like a video game or a movie cover because that's just the mediums that I've been like mostly been engaging with. It's like games and movies. Like I don't read a lot of comics that much. And I think what I like to emulate about video games and movie covers is how it speaks to everything. The cover is just mostly a summary of everything. It's like an anime intro. Where like the first thing that you see is a summary of what you get. And like people's like, yeah, there's a little bit of spoilers, but it's I won't say content. The content was like the first thing that comes to my mind, but it's not. It's more than content. It's expectations. It's a promise that the creators or the creator of like whatever you're watching knows what they're doing with your time. You know. Okay, I see. I'll just keep going for like about an hour or so. Probably call it a stream. Let me watch this thing. Can you see? Yeah. Okay. Okay. Let's see. Let's see. Merch, 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 merch. Um. Yeah, that feels a little bit better. Okay. Hmm. Let's see. Okay. I might just have to like redo it, do the head. Maybe. Maybe. Or just the body. Yeah. Yeah. Wait a second. All right, cool. No one said anything yet. Cool. Hey, seated star. Hey, seated. What's going on? How you doing? And welcome to the chat. Seated star. Whoa. Thank you for the follow. Nice. How you doing? Wait, hold on. Let me put on some music in the background. Oh shoot! Drop my stylus. Da, 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 da. Let me put some ambient music in the background. Yeah, sure. PlayStation 1 OST. That should be fine. So how you doing? There we go. Man, this was not thought out well, unfortunately. Just like checking out random art streams. I feel you. I feel you. Someone has to. Gonna stick around. Hey, awesome. It's been a pretty dry morning. I expected like probably some regulars to stop by, but hey, it's a Tuesday morning, and people got work, you know. My echo is on. Oh. Okay, that's what's going on. I captured the wrong thing. There we go. I accidentally put on a video capture, the capture device for my my thing, my camera instead of the desktop audio. I don't even know why that's there. I'll delete it to get rid of the excess clutter if I could. Oh, I can hide it probably. There we go. And anything else that doesn't matter. But right now everything's how it is, how it should be. Perfectly balanced. But yeah, it's been pretty chill on a Tuesday morning. I decided to just draw this. Draw this cover. And then after I draw this cover, don't know what I'm gonna do next. Actually no, I gotta figure out how I'm going to tackle this, or the color specifically, and segmenting the characters. Oh, I think I might have an idea. Let's set up the borders, actually. Because usually, I would try to copy the composition of a movie poster or a video game cover or fan art of a movie poster. But I think this one was the rare times where I just started just drawing different compositions just off the top. And I don't like when I do that because I don't think my compositions are that interesting. Do you draw the entire entire comic, or only the cover? I draw the entire comic. Like, I'm just like redoing the covers because where's the original cover? Like, this is like the original cover of Chimera Island, I wanted it to be like this because I was kind of insecure if people would actually buy like a book with anthropomorphic characters on the cover. So I was like, you know what? I'll just have like art of like the opening 2 pages, the opening double page spread, and that'll get people's attention. But now since that's been like what? When was the year? When did this come out? Since this was like 3 years ago, I was like, you know what? I'll just like re-release it and update the style of the covers to like what I like. And what I like is more graphic design focused covers instead of yeah, more graphic design focused covers instead of like just pure illustrated like I don't know, I guess like Renaissance type painting drawings. But really it really is just like going off of the vibe, I suppose. To capture attention, it usually is really dynamic or really toned down. That's the way I feel. Yeah. I had the thought of like maybe I should like redo this cover, but then I'm like, you know what? I spent this amount of time doing the cover. I'll try again once I'm done with the first volume. Because this is cover is basically for the one shot. That's like 50 pages. Why I call it chapter 0. Which once I'm done with chapter 0, well not no chapter 0, but when I'm done with like the first volume, which is going to be like the first 4 chapters, I'll start getting better with the covers, you know, or be more cognizant of how I want the covers to look like. So, oh yeah. Let's see. But what I don't like about how I just go off the dome with some of these compositions, it gets real messy of like how I position a lot of things. So it's very improvised. More improvised than I would like it to be. Is that drawing with a mouse? No, it's a rabbit. Like 2 rabbits, a chicken, and a guy with a mask. A guy with a falcon mask. I get I guess what I'm doing right now is like trying to find a way to like draw as little as I can. I also don't even know where the thing is going to the thing is going to show up. The text. I guess I can do something like this. Maybe. And put like Khmer Island over here. Like chapter 01 over here. Like it's a lot of improvisation. Of like just tweaking. So I get what I want. Actually, cancel. I think I like that. Like, it's very different from what I see. But like, I just finished another cover for like Purgatory Academy. This is like a proof print. I made a collection of book 1 and 2, and I just put it into like one big book that's like 104 like 400 pages, over 400 pages, that has like includes all the extra stuff, like the thumbnails and the author's notes, my commentary and all that stuff. I think this came out pretty cool. Some of the text is like kind of unbalanced, but I'm learning as I go. I'm learning as I go. It's not perfect, but it is done. I think that's a collector's edition. Yeah, yeah. I did that mostly because I sell my books at like farmers markets and artisan markets, right? And people, when I have like, I originally had like book 1 and 2 separate, like this, like this, right? We got book 1, yeah, book 1 here and book 2 right here. And I noticed that people would just like buy book 1 and they just don't like follow up to buy book 2. And I'm like, book 2 is like really where it's at, you know? And I think like people like book 1 is okay, but book 2 is like where I really get comfortable writing, and I have a better idea of like what I want to do with the story. But people don't really like get to that point. So I just like collected book. I just merged book 1 and 2 together, and when I get it, when Amazon finally accepts what I'm trying to do, well, accepts my format or whatever, my PDFs, then I'll be able to print a lot more. Well, I am doing like printing like 5 at a time, selling it at conventions, and I'm selling like a book like this for like $30. You know, a book like, yeah, I'm just selling this for like $30. Because like the story's pretty old. You can read all of it online. Like this is basically my main way of like getting money off of like making the comics, making the manga, you know. So I'm not like super bitter about it. Like the story, yeah, the stories are like kind of old, so I'm just putting it all together and like selling it with all the bonus stuff for like $30, because there's not really, it's hard to build up demand. Like I've been doing what I've been doing for a while, but yeah, I really shouldn't even go into it. It's just it's a bunch of depressing speak. So I'm like, ah, yeah. I've been saying the same thing for years. Comic drawing used to be a hobby of mine when I was like really young. Oh, what kind of stuff were you? What kind of comics were you making? You can mark it on Instant. That's right. Yeah, I have, and that wasn't good. That wasn't helpful. It's super expensive, and I don't know. My things just my the things just don't work out. I think I spent like several $100s on trying to like find a good marketing, trying to find like a good advertisement that will convert. But them American markets, they are expensive. Marketing to G7 countries is so expensive. And plus I'm on Amazon, and like doing like Amazon ads is such a throwaway. It's such like you might as well just like burn your money at that point. And I tried doing TikTok as well. TikTok was so annoying. They just decided to take my money and like ban my account once they already took it, and it just made it a hassle to like get my $20, get my last $20 I gave them back. So I'm not really doing TikTok anymore, like TikTok ads anymore, specifically. I tried setting up a shop, but they shut that down because of inactivity. I was trying to figure out what to do or how I can get people to buy it, but they're like, nope, nah. I'm like, what? Bro, come on. Nah, I don't mess with TikTok. Yeah. Well, that's too late. I mess with like a lot of stuff. I was thinking about messing with like Snapchat, but then I was like, you know what? I'm tired. It's only so much you can do before you like just get tired, you know? And that's where I'm at right now. I'm just tired. And then what? And it's I kind of and I discovered that you really can't go anywhere in this in entertainment without a crew and somebody who really likes you. Nepotism, basically. Like trying to do things by yourself, you're basically wishing for lightning in a bottle. You're wishing for something that is not supposed to happen. It's really hard being indie. Yeah, everybody understands that it's like it's hard to do this, but they don't know why it's why it's so hard. And there's no real there's no like a one size fits all solution outside of you have to become some sort of an influencer in order for people to care about what you make. You have to like make yourself an authority. You have to make yourself a figure, and then people will be interested in like buying whatever you have. And like when you're trying to make yourself an authority, that's like a completely different game to play. Because usually people just like have like YouTube careers and people would know them from their YouTube careers. and then those people would make books or make other products, and people will go and support it because they're familiar with the creator, and they just only want to buy it because they want to support the creator. Very rare that people like make projects and like content creators would like make projects first and then never mind, I forgot where I was going with that. But anybody who wants to do anything, like, they just have to be like have some sort of clout. Your YouTube is down. I'm so mad. Why is YouTube down? Oh shoot. Oh hey F's in the chat. I didn't notice you. Like, I honestly just YouTube's not down. I just haven't been paying attention to it. I literally just haven't been paying attention to it because nobody was on YouTube for like the last 30 minutes. You can go back on YouTube. Oi, oi, oi. Amazon, these nuts. You there? Yeah, sorry, F's in the chat. YouTube is fine. I just haven't been paying attention to it. Sorry about that. Yeah. Don't worry. I thought it was technical problems. Okay. But yeah. And what really sucks about like the situation is that it's not easy being green, yeah. Like having a coalition, like an online like creative group, yeah, that really doesn't work unless you guys are like sharing the same content, unless you have like a content house. You know what I mean? Because like collectives, they just don't last that long. Or people in that collective, they just aren't serious most of the time. Oh yeah, someone asked me if I should like, not if I should, but if I can like review their book. I keep forgetting to do it. I just don't have time to review like that book to review books. Honestly, not only that, I just hate making. I detest the idea of making videos now. I detest it. But then again, it's not like the guy paid me to like make a review. You know. And I saw the guy. He went to what Coffee Comics to review his book. And I'm like, Coffee's getting paid. I know he gave him like $5 or whatever to review his book. I just got asked, and it wasn't until like someone asked me to review their book, and it wasn't until that and that for me to realize, oh wow, this is annoying. I don't want to read people's books. I don't want to read people's books. But then again, I just don't like reading. That's just me. Usually, I think it just comes from not really trusting people. On my side, I just don't trust people to know how to tell a good story. Or I don't trust them to know what they're doing with stories. Because, and it's like that for just the bigger type of stories out there. I don't know what else to say. Like movies and video games, because movies and video games, their writing sucks to me. A lot of them just like really suck to the point that I zone out as soon as I hear something corny or cringe, or I just don't care. They fail to make me care about what's going on, or they're just saying something that's not even important. Yeah, I do not trust people, period. I mean, like the game that I'm playing right now, that old PS1 JRPG Suikoden. The story of Suikoden's it's very basic, but it's very like, what's that word? I want to say trite. I don't even know if that's the right word. Trite is a sweater. That's not the right word, but it's kind of like it's bad. It's not good. Suikoden basic, but it gets the work done. Yeah, Suikoden is like just very. My eyes glaze over the dialogue a whole bunch of times on Suikoden because it's very basic. It's not trying to say anything. It doesn't say anything. And that's like what I hate the most in like stories. Stories that fail to say anything. Beautiful music in the second one, yeah. I mean, I guess the whole idea of like having that collect as many people. I guess the Suikoden's main pull is collecting as many people in your party so you can have a bank of party members that have different skills and different strengths. It's kind of like Pokemon in a way. Contrived. You can see the writer's hand. Ilamai, welcome to the chat. No, contrived. No, it's very basic stuff. Because the whole point of Suikoden is you have the big evil army, and then you were kind of next up to be like the next general, but you find out that the Empire is evil, so you so you have a woman general that dies dies by protecting a kid, and she's like, "Oh, you have to be the next general." So just grab, collect just a bunch of people throughout the world of Suikoden 1. I thought Discord would be like blocked. What the heck? Yeah, I thought it would be blocked. Anyway. Yeah, it's very cliche. There's a lot of cliches in Suikoden. And like, I think a lot of cliches would work if they would to say, well, they do try to say something, but they try to say separate things. Because like with the fairy, wait, what was it? Well, it was the elf kingdom. I remember there was an arc with the elves, and the whole elf arc, the elf versus dwarves arc. I know they were trying to talk about racism, but like it felt like they had no idea why people are racist to begin with. It's like it was like they try to make the elves be all snob nosed, being like, we just don't like dwarves, and the dwarves are like, oh yeah, we're just cool with elves, but they don't like us. And when like one character asks like the elf king is like, yo, why don't you like dwarves? And he's like, I don't remember. We just don't like dwarves. And I'm like, ugh. I'm like, you're. Oh, why am I playing? I'm like, skip, skip, and I remember like another eye roll thing. It was like a it is that another trope, another like quote unquote woke trope of having like female, like buff, strong like female soldiers that could overtake men or whatever. And that was in Suikoden too. And I know they didn't make like a big deal out of it, but it's there several times. When I see that, my eyes just kind of glaze over. You know, I'm like, cool, I guess. But it's a power fantasy. Like, people have runes and whatever. But you know what? When I just see that kind of stuff, I'm like, all right, I guess, sure. Like, I'm not gonna buy it. I'm not gonna buy into it. You know. Also really don't like the idea of. Hey, the idea of Hey, there's magic. Why can't there also be this thing in there? Like suspension of disbelief, like is thrown completely out the window. Like there's gotta like the buck gotta stop somewhere. But I do remember it had like a lot of very it was very like every time it wanted to say something, it doesn't say anything cool. That's my problem with it. That's my main problem with Suikoden 1. Like it doesn't have a story. It has an objective, but it doesn't have a story. And that objective is to take over the Imperial Army. And the Imperial Army is bad because they are taking land. Like every single like every like every single empire ever. Which I don't know. I don't know. Like, I'm not playing Suikoden for the gameplay. Well, I mean, not the gameplay, but like for the story. That's for sure. But yeah, what was I talking about? Oh yeah, storytelling. I don't really care about a lot of. I don't care about a lot of stories in video games, or like done by like independent. I don't know, even independent people. It's like it's a lot. It's really tough for me to to even care about a story if people haven't recommended me a story for a very specific reason. Unless there's a very specific reason of like why I should care, then I don't. I don't. I don't pay attention. I mean, I was like the guy that was that hit me up wanting me to review his story. It's really hard for me to even say anything about it. It does the I won't say it's the greatest sin, but it does like that sin of seeing the hero try to save his city, but I don't care. I don't know why I should care about the hero or the city. I don't care why. I don't know why I should care about what they care. You know what I mean? Like, but I'm just like really rough when it comes to analyzing like stories like that. I'm just borderline sociopathic. And that's because like for me personally, yeah, I just like borderline sociopathic, I guess. When it comes to like stories in general. I think cliches would be cool if they like make it a point of like why those cliches are there or why it's good to have certain cliches. Like that's what I would be. That's what kind of the stories that I would tell. Like I like my thing, my subversive writing style would be like why the status quo is okay, or why is there a status quo to begin with? Because I really hate. I'm really tired of all these stories of being like of just breaking the status quo, as if everybody should just like follow their own rules and not care about the grander society. And I know I'm like very I'm like I'm the wrong messenger for that because I'm unemployed, right? I'm the wrong messenger. However, it is a very much of a the grass is greener type situation. Because for every time I get people saying like, "Oh man, I wish I was doing what you're doing," I'm I'm constantly like, I feel like like behind. I'm behind in life. Like all the times where I thought it was fine for me being like shut in because I thought this comic thing would like take off a lot sooner than I thought. Yeah, that was a mistake. I regret. I won't say regret. Sometimes I wish I was like more social, more active, more outside than I am. But like I said, it can always still be a grass is always greener type of situation where I'm just longing for some sort of change, some switch up. And I guess I'm just waiting for that to happen to me instead of like being active. But then again, like it kind of doesn't matter. I don't know if it matters at the end of the day. But at the same time, I just kind of don't know what to do. I remember like the age old trope is man, you gotta like go to California, you gotta go to move to LA, move to oh let's recall it, move to LA, move to Atlanta, move to like New York, like the cultural powerhouse states. And when I was younger, I was like, I don't need to move anywhere because we have the internet. And now that I'm no better, I'm like, yeah, the internet really doesn't help that much. The internet only works when you kind of the same way as like in real life. Unless you have somebody on the inside. Somebody on the inside, it's not happening. Atlanta is barely good for film. It's barely good for. Yeah. Hmm. I know what the color palette for this one. I wanted to do something like a Do some like Andy Warhol type colors. Hey, Mochai, welcome to the chat. I hate shaving because it makes my chin itchy. It is still LA. It is still LA. Yeah. But like, yeah, I still have to. Yeah, I probably would still have to go to LA or something. Because I remember I was watching a documentary of not a documentary, a video about what was his name? Dwayne McDuffie. Yeah. I was watching a video about Dwayne McDuffie, and he started off with like a TV for like TV. And I don't know like how far his success, like how much money he got, but he was able to like have more of a steady time writing for TV than writing for comics. You see, it seems like comics are just a stepping stone, unless you're like a breakout hit selling like selling out like 5-figure units. You know what I mean? Which is like, yeah, don't expect that unless you have like a publisher that really wants you to like thrive, a breakout hit, you know? I'm trying hard. I'm trying hard not to scratch my beard, dude. My chin. Yeah, it's like you really can't do anything by yourself nowadays. Like if anybody wanted to be like, "Yo, Mason, you want to be part of a collective?" I'd be like, "Sure, why not? I'll try it out." Knowing full well collectives don't really do anything. All right, anyway, let's try some colors. Let's go to colors. Let's. I want to go with a sepia type of color wheel. I want to implement like something with orange. Maybe I can just steal like steal an Andy Warhol color palette. Let me go on Google. Actually, this is fine. This is very vibrant. What the heck? Well, I'll try it. I'll show everybody what the heck this is. Like, this is in the right... I kind of like it, but it is really all over the place. It's too saturated. Let's see if I can, like, desaturate it a little bit. Oh, yeah, you guys don't see it. Right here. Yeah, these colors are kind of too saturated from, like, what I'm trying to do. Actually, no. I'll see how it goes. Okay, yeah, I'll delete this. I'll delete this layer. Yeah, I'll try to combine this layer. Yeah, I'm doing a thing where the characters don't really have like a set color, like their real color palette. I was gonna do something like this, like orange and purple. Like, yeah, that looks cool, but it's like too. It's very simple. Let's try this. Yeah, let's go, like, pretty quick. Let's see if I can go pretty quick with this. No, I can't, because it's gonna overfill. Ah! Actually, let's try this. I got an idea. Oh, this should be, like, not at the top. This should be above. Actually, I should try to make another color palette where it's just 4. On something with... That's... Hold up. Delete this color palette. I'm not doing this. I'm not doing this color palette. I don't want 5. I want 4. I like it. I like this. We can try this. We can try this palette out. I'm thinking maybe the like maybe there should be a fifth color for the line art. Like something to substitute the black. Okay, I can like that's like the background. One thing that I think would be cool is to have the the vine brush. Do it for the vine. Da, 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 da. Yeah, no, not the ivy. Ah, where's the thing? It looked cooler than that. A flower? Not the flame. I guess I did use the... Did I use the ivy last time? Breeze, manga leaves. I don't want the leaves. Man, I guess I did use the ivy. Like, I don't want to use that. I thought I used like a different type of thing. Japanese ribbon, vegetation. It was some sort of a vegetation. Oh yeah, it was something like that. Like I wanted the border to have like some sort of like branches, like some sort of like yeah, like some sort of branch feel to it. Hmm. Let me turn that off. Yeah, kind of like this. Kind of like it's hiding in the bushes or something like that. Like that to hide the panels. Into like, yeah, hide the panels into to make it look a little bit more natural. But dang, they won't let me do that. The brush size, can I like, not the brush size, the particle size. I don't want the density to be that crazy. Oh, why is this taking so long? Oh, I wonder. And I wonder. Hmm. Maybe it needs another layer. Yeah, I can. I think I can work with that. Wait a second. Did someone say anything on on the other chat, the Twitch chat? Why do I have so many tabs open? Oh wow, I was off. The thing skipped. That's unfortunate. That was unfortunate. Okay. I think purple being the outline might be a good what might be a good idea. Yeah, if I was to add another color, I would choose purple. Because all these colors are pretty warm. Fun. Hmm. Hmm. I'll make another. I'll make another layer for that. I'll probably make the highlights and shadows mix. Yeah. It sucks because I don't really know what to do with colors. But I think I've been streaming for long enough. I guess I'll check everybody later. Probably like tomorrow. Peace.